everybody. I am going over today with you for your design plan on choosing your colors, furniture, and accessories. So this gets to be a little more of a tricky piece on your design plan. So you should have done your countertops, cabinets, bath fixtures, sinks, showers, all those materials with your links and pictures, and then as much information as you can with the size, shape, and kind of color for some of those things. And then when we're getting to the color now and picking out your color schemes, it really goes with your furniture and accessories. So it's hard to do it just separately because it all plays into it. Like your furniture and your accessories are a part of your color scheme. So making sure that you're putting all of that in together is going to be really important. So looking at this, I just kind of want to talk about this and then like the process in order to do it. So the names of the wall color, this time it will be the actual names of the wall color. Like if I have a sample, like here's my little sample, right? I'd look at it and this is called mint and lemon. And so I'd put mint and lemon in. And then if it have a brand name, you could put that. This is like Behr, B-E-H-R brand, and you get that at Home Depot. And then I would find the picture of a color chip online, and you can easily do this with a Google search. I could type in mint and lemon, Behr paint, and then images and the sample would come up. And then I'm deciding what number of walls I want. Like if I wanted to paint this, all 4 of my walls, I would put that. If I didn't, maybe I want this to be my accent wall, and then I want this to be, and then I pick a different color to be like the other 3 walls, I can do that. Okay, so it's up to you and how you do that, and then you're going to name your color scheme. And this varies based on what you're going to be doing with your furniture and your accessories. So, like if I did this green, for example, for like my walls, well then I could do, maybe would do a red. Let's see, I could have some, and I have a paint chip here. I wouldn't need a paint chip for it because it'd just be my accessories, right? So I could do one of these reds as like accessories, and then I'd have a complementary color scheme. And so if that's the case, I would put the name, my minted lemon, on here. I'll just kind of walk you through this, and then I'm going to do a Google search, minted lemon, and then it even pops up Behr paint. Okay, and then I can actually see it, like see how there's these paint chips on here. I like the ones, I'm going to click on images. They look really fun on your design board. I like the ones that are like this, but they don't all come that way. So if I can't find one in the mint and lemon, I'm going to do probably this one. I copy my image over, and then I just paste it in here. And then shrink it so that it fits. Make sure you're doing that with all of your things. And then number of walls, if I wanted all 4 of my walls, that. And then I would label this complementary. But then I'm going to specify how, because like if I'm looking at your paint chip, I'm like, that's not complementary. That's just one like little green, green paint. I would put a red with red accessories, like with red accessories. Okay. So this in front of me too, double check that you're doing the right thing. So I'm looking on here, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, is this green or is it going to be my yellow green? And so I would like take a little bit better look at that and make sure that it's actually a green and not lemon green. And now I'm like, it might be more of a yellow green. So then I would need to find my opposite of yellow green is a red violet. This one actually might already be a red violet if I'm looking at it. So just double check, look at your color wheels, and remember, just do a Google search for color wheel and kind of keep that in the background so you can look when you're doing that. Okay, so and then I don't need to fill anything out for these 3 little boxes here if I'm not having any other colors on my walls, because this is just your wall color. Okay, and then you do your bathroom and your closet. And if you want to make your stuff the same in your bedroom and your closet, that's totally fine, but just make sure you have at least 2 different color schemes on here. So that's just kind of walking you through, and then you're also going to, for furniture, find all of this. Notice on here, you need to find all of those. There's 2 blank spots because you can pick whatever furniture you want. These bedrooms are pretty big, and so most of the time you're going to need, maybe you want a dresser, or you could, there's a room for like a little sitting area and do like a chair, a couple of chairs if it's really big, or whatever works for you. The other ones here are optional, but keep in mind if your room is really big, you might need to do those to fill it up. And then we have the accessories in the bedroom. We have all these wall hangings. So this can be like pictures or artwork or anything that you'd hang on the wall. A rug, except for if you're having a carpeted floor, don't do a rug, that'd be weird. Overhead lighting, lamps, other task lighting. And then you need more. Like usually you're going to have to fill your space up more. You might need more artwork for your walls, or if you have a dresser, maybe you need some accessories on your dresser to make it look organized well. Okay, and then we have bathroom accessories. Again, fill all these up. And then closet accessories and fill them up. Okay, so making sure you're doing that. You have a good chunk of time to do this. Like fairly soon we're going to move on and start working on your digital floor plan. But you can come back to this to be like, oh, yep, I plotted in my furniture. I plotted in a couple like art pieces or other things, and then you'll realize what you're missing. And then you just come back to this and finish it. So don't stress out too much with it, but just make sure you're like plugging along and doing it. I have a couple different options on how to actually, I went over really briefly on choosing colors and furniture. I went a little like steps to show you on this is how to choose your color scheme. Like there's a couple options that I think work well. So the first one is just get out, find as many color samples as you like. You can find them just digitally for those that are online only. But you also, I think it really helps to go to like Home Depot or Menards or Lowe's or Hirschfield's or Sherwin-Williams, whatever. You can get other samples though at the bigger stores of stuff that you want, and you can take as many like samples of these as you want. Like when I go, I like stuff my purse full. They're free, and then just get as many as you like, and then what I do is I put them all and lay them all out. So I would have like them sitting, a bunch of samples just sitting on my table or counter or wherever. And then I start discarding a few of them that I usually don't like. Then I get my samples out. So like if I have my flooring sample right here, this is like a countertop sample. We don't have like physical samples necessarily if you're doing online. So you have to just use your other ones. Those in person will have physical ones that we picked from class. Also, keep in mind your countertop samples, or not your counter, but your cabinet samples for your bathroom. We don't have physical ones of those, even in-person kids, but you should just be looking at the pictures that you picked when you're looking at these pieces too. So then what I do is I lay them all out, and I look at like what do my samples look like with my thing, and then that can help me narrow down like, ooh, I like these colors better with these samples, and it helps you discard a few more. Right? Then what I like for you to do is choose some statement furniture and accessories. So like what are your like, pow, these are my big important pieces of furniture and bigger important accessories. Or just ones that you really love that you want to help design off of. And then that can help you narrow down your colors based on those statement pieces. So like if I'm wanting, maybe one of my big things is I kind of want a statement rug. Okay, so I'm just doing a Google search, and I don't want to just do images, right? Everything needs to be for sale. So I'm going, oh, here, rugs.com. Let's see what we got, right? And then maybe I'm scrolling down, and I'm just looking at different ones. Oops, I'm going to get stuff to go away. All these neutral ones aren't going to change my color scheme, but if I want, like, pops of color, I should find some. Let's see. Let me see. There's some better ones that usually I can give you a better example for. Alright, let's see. Maybe I do this one. Maybe I'm like, oh man, I really love the pattern. I love all the stuff on this. So then this is when again I have to look at the color wheel and figure out what color scheme is it. So to me, I see a yellow green. I see maybe an orange. Maybe a red orange, like more subdued red orange. And then I see more of a blue. And it doesn't really fit anything, unfortunately. This is where it gets kind of tricky, but I could make something out of it. Like the orange, if I added, like basically right here, I'm trying to show you. I have yellow green, right? I have orange in here, and then I also have blue in here. So what I easily could do is add red violet, and that would give me the square type of color scheme. Okay, so what I would do on this is I would copy my image. Okay, now I'm finding my colors or things that I want. Like this is my rug, so I'm gonna plop that in there. I'm gonna paste it in there. Again, shrink all your stuff so it fits and it's not cut off, so I can see it. And then I'm going to copy my link. Here, this is what you should be doing with all your stuff. Copy the link. Again, feel free to shrink stuff up. To link it, it doesn't have to be big, right? I just need to be able to get there. Okay, dimensions of my rug. This is where I have to choose. There's a couple different sizes that I could do. I could do a 2x7 runner. That's like more for hallways. Rectangle 5x7 or like 7x10, almost like an 8x10. Okay, so that's where I go with that. My description, I could take and just kind of copy this, right? And put that in my description. Again, make it smaller. I'd be scrolling forever if you did that for everything. Okay, so make it kind of fit the picture size for those. Dimensions, I would put the 7 by whatever. You get what I mean on that? And then now I'm like, okay, now I have a really good sense of what I want to do with my color scheme. So if this would be in here, I could totally change this, or I could just pick a different room, right? But I use that big piece. So this one I would be square with blue, yellow, green, what was my other one? Red, violet, and orange. And that's my square color scheme. That's what fits. Okay? And then I could probably actually have kept that green minted lemon because it's a yellow green. And I could have kept it. So I don't really need to take that out. Okay? So maybe I go back. Because now I feel like it should be in there. Okay. Okay, so then now there's my color scheme. And then this will help me with all the rest of my stuff. So then when I'm picking the rest of my bedroom furniture, I'm going to probably want neutrals for the furniture, right? Which most furniture is anyway. But you can get pops of color for fun stuff. But now I'm going to want to make sure all my wall hangings, anything lighting, any of my other accessories, I need to use neutrals and some of these colors here and there, if that makes sense. Okay, so that it fits. I don't want to get colors outside of my color scheme because it's not going to then fit. But it helps me. Like now here, I can go, okay, maybe I want to look for orange. Maybe I want some pops of orange, maybe, in the rest of my color scheme. So maybe I look, I don't know, I can do orange accessories. However, if you do something broad like that, you have to say for like a bedroom or design. Otherwise, you're going to get like hair accessories and jewelry and all of those things. So again, I want to make sure, I don't want to just do images, right? Because I need to actually be able to buy these things. But I could go on Amazon because I can purchase stuff on that. But also go to higher end places, but sometimes this helps. Okay? So then I'm going to look around. I could do, I don't care for these, but I could do these. There's nice and orange. I'm going to do these like wicker ball things. A little overdone. That's part of the problem with looking at places like Amazon. You're getting a lot of the stuff that's really, really common. But like maybe this is cool. This little lacquered box could be a really cool accessory on, so I'm going to actually click on it. And then I'm going to copy my image. And then I'm going to put it in here. So it's not a wall hanging, so I'm going to put it in the other, right? Because you're going to need stuff to sit on things. Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Copy image. Hopefully it will let me. And then paste it in. Nope. Okay, you get the idea though. I guess I don't need to do it. But then again, I copy the name of it, I copy the information, and then I copy the link that I'm getting it to. And then I just keep going. Maybe I want to look at pictures. And then maybe I look at, like, doing a Google search for paintings for bedroom. Maybe I want to do a blue, violet, and orange and see what I get. Okay, you might have to like specify and do different things. So this is orange and purple art, and then it kind of can give me ideas like, oh, there's a fun orange one. I could totally go with that. This one, I'm looking at this one. It looks like it has actually kind of a lot of the colors I'm wanting. So you just keep going until you're finding the different colors. Like this one would maybe work. This one, yeah, that looks a little more blue-green in that one. And just look around and find and make sure stuff fits with your color scheme, and then you put it in there, and you just keep going. Keep doing it. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Send me an email. Those in class, ask me in class. And then we will be moving on with the digital floor plan later, and then you'll be working on both at the same time after a little while. And just be figuring out what you need, what extra do you need in each place when things are looking bare in that floor plan piece, and you just keep adding to it. Okay? Have a great day.